All right, welcome to the latest edition of the FPL America podcast. This is David Smith.
Travis Hoyt.
Brian Shesko.
Gentlemen, number one, officially apologize to both of you. We're starting later tonight because I got held up, and unfortunately that happens in life.
Jerk.
Look, I'm going to just throw this out there. This Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be down in North Carolina at the North Carolina State Fair. So if anyone's down there,
they're slinging dogs again.
Going down there to be slinging some dogs at the Golden K-Dog stand. For the most part, long story, but just trust me, it's relatives. But they do Korean corn dogs. And,
wait, did they change the name? Has it always been Golden?
Woo. That was unfortunate.
I'm not editing that out.
Yeah, no, it's a night sneeze. When does that happen? Not in my. Might have another one here.
Oh, jeez.
Gotta fight it back. Golden K-Dog. Yeah, no, it's always been that. Aaron Hicks, who was in this.
We don't do last names.
Oh, that's fine.
Aaron.
Listen, they have been all over the news. Golden K-Dog has been over the news. They got best new food in the North Carolina State Fair. They got opening today, Thursday. They got crushed. The new food that they're offering this year, at the fair is a cinnamozza. So it is a mozzarella corn dog covered in cinnamon and I don't think it's honey. It's some other drizzle on it, and it looks absolutely
interesting.
I think it's honey butter and cinnamon that is drizzled on top.
Interesting.
Rolled in cinnamon. And
sounds insane.
Got best new food. They have a bunch of other stuff. Anyways, yeah. So my wife and daughters are probably going down either tonight or tomorrow morning to be there. They're going to be working over the weekend, and I got coerced into coming down because they got hammered today, and they need bodies. So I'm going to be slaving away Saturday and Sunday.
You are a body.
Doing things. So if you're in the area and the North Carolina State Fair, come see me at the Golden K-Dog, and I can't guarantee free food, but we will have tons of food ready to go.
If you mention the pod, Dave will buy your corn dog.
Nice.
I tell you what, you know what? You come by and mention the pod, and I will absolutely make sure you get free food.
Dude, I'm pulling.
I can guarantee that.
I'm gonna while you're continuing to tell
you
8
two
billion
don't
stories.
Count. Actually, you two do count. You two do count. Come down.
I'm not going anywhere.
Come on. It is. It's a great time, and
I'm gonna see what our listener volume from North Carolina has been.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even matter. Even if it's one or two people, let's make it happen. Anyway, but we're not here to talk about North Carolina State Fair or K-Dogs. We're here to talk about Fantasy Premier League. We have been on a long international break.
Oh, dude, we got at least just in the past month.
Yeah. The suspense is killing me here. I'm going to continue on.
It's less than 100, but
okay, there we go.
It's pretty high. Higher than I thought it was.
And there's got to be Raleigh is an excellent soccer / football town.
Still pretty good.
So let's get out to the North Carolina State Fair. Come see me.
It's just in the last month. We've only released 2 episodes in the last month. So
international break. We're coming off of it, Brian.
We are.
And look, I was happy. My team, Arsenal, for those new listeners that might be listening that don't know that,
no one's
they made it through unscathed. My international players,
yep.
Travis, I think Liverpool made it through unscathed as well.
Slight scare on Gravenberch, but he's fine.
Okay, didn't know that. I think there are some other injuries, and Brian, I think we will get to them.
Yeah, it won't take long.
But let's just dive right into it. Because I feel like we have a lot to cover. Wow, big-time injuries end up being on first on the list.
It's almost like you knew.
Realize that.
It's almost like you knew.
It was not first when we were going over that a second ago.
Well, you didn't hear Brian and I talking about how we needed to move it up because we were going to incidentally talk about it anyways?
Very possibly. No, I phased out.
And I didn't get lazy and I moved everything down and moved it up. See,
you are a technological genius. Brian, where should we start with the injuries?
We'll just start quick. Bengals just scored, so it's now 10-7.
This is not an NFL podcast.
get that out there.
But there is a Thursday night.
I wondered why you were so quiet over there.
Dodgers are on their way to sweeping the Brewers.
This is not a Major League Baseball podcast, but sure, let's give an update there.
Give us some cricket news.
And the Blue Jays two-run homer. Now they are now up 2-1 on Seattle.
Was it Junior? Vlad Guerrero Jr.?
No, it was not. I think it was Jimenez.
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Hit the home.
Anyways,
for
yes. Well, that is our American sports update for the evening.
So what we want to talk about as far as FPL goes, just a quick international break injury roundup. Probably the biggest news over this break is that you finally have clarity on the Martin Odegaard injury.
Right.
So that we now know
he's officially faking.
He's out.
Yes. So the expectation is that out until at least the next international break,
what was it?
Which would be the end of November. So right before Thanksgiving here in the US.
It sounds silly. I should know this.
I thought it was his knee.
Well, initially, remember he landed weird on his shoulder, and then
I remember that. I thought he tweaked his knee this time.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a real bad tweak. But yes,
Dennery has him as a knee injury.
Okay, so he was. It was more like it got jarred, and it wasn't like a weird twist or anything.
And now it's 3 straight early
medial collateral ligament.
3 straight early substitutions for Odegaard for injury related issues.
Right.
Not great in a World Cup year. Not great when you're in a title push year.
Well, look, Norway.
I think it's a little bit.
Norway did qualify for the World Cup.
Oh yeah, they did,
which was a big deal. Odegaard was there celebrating while everyone was up dancing. He's sitting there dressed in his team uniform, kind of doing this.
Yeah, you might get Havertz back by then too. You guys will be nearly fully fit.
Maybe
just in time.
Jesus will be getting around.
Thank heavens we're deep enough. We got cover.
Either way, just that's a big deal because I think that does impact. It could impact your transfers because I think it. I don't know that it necessarily cements as a starter, but it sure does help him a lot.
Yeah, I think in games like this, I hope that Arteta has learned his lesson in I don't mind a Marino, Declan Rice, Zubimendi midfield. It's just there's not enough creativity there. And I think it definitely kind of cements as
all of them want to arrive late into the box.
I was gonna ask you about Nwaneri when we get to Arsenal too, and I have a Marino question when we get there too. But either way, just that Odegaard, you now have a timeline, at least the basic timeline for his recovery, which is a while.
This is worst case for Arteta because Eze's going to get plenty of games, probably playing in the same position, and or Nwaneri. I don't know. It could be interesting. Travis, I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
it's possible that Nwaneri could start, and Eze is playing on the left. I don't see that there. I feel like there's 2 spots Eze could play. I don't see him not starting. Now, look, It could happen. It could happen. Technically, he's in my lineup. I will probably be starting him against Fulham. Do I feel great about it? No, just because there's a little bit of question there.
Right. Ollie Watkins has a yellow flag or a yellow triangle, but that was a collision with the post that got him an early sub in England's game against Wales. Subbed at halftime in that game. Not an issue, in case you were wondering.
Just because the post.
Post was dented.
Lightly dented.
Jaden Anthony wasn't among the injured players mentioned for Saturday's clash with Leeds in Scott Parker's press conference. That is per RotoWire. Fire him up if you wanted to. Cole Palmer, we have a little bit more clarity also on Cole Palmer. I don't think anybody. I feel like we were already kind of
waiting.
I was already going to say that. I know we did say that here a couple weeks ago, that there was no way he was coming back anytime soon. Well, now you have confirmation of that. Athletics says not expected to return until November for Cole Palmer. So I mean that just makes all those other guys in the midfield for Chelsea all that much more important. Enzo Fernandez is the one though with knee inflammation. So there is a report out there from a Chelsea insider. This was on Yahoo. among other places, that Enzo Fernandez, the expectation from the insider was that Enzo was looking more like a bench for the weekend, coming off the bench at most, assuming that he was fit enough to do that.
Interesting.
He actually, the knee inflammation, they gave a name to it.
Do we think that he can continue his... I would like to get both your opinions on his continued fantasy relevance and scoring, where last year there was a stretch of about 6 weeks where it felt like, oh, wow. And then just enough for you to go to him and then him not deliver anything. It just seems like this season, I mean, he's turned in a 10 and a 12, 4-1, 9 and 2. You know, the 2 was against Liverpool. The 1 was against United, against, arguably, I don't know how you weigh United, but obviously tougher teams. But in the other games, I mean, he turned in a 10 against West Ham, a 12 against Fulham. It just seems like it's way more consistent, and he's changed positionally.
Yeah.
Or something's been tweaked.
Well, we talked about him as the penalty taker while Cole Palmer's out, so that was a huge chunk of his appeal in addition to what he had already returned. So I don't know. I think he can keep performing.
Would you rather have Enzo or Jack Grealish?
This week?
Period.
Neither.
I would rather have Enzo.
I would too, probably.
But not because Jack Grealish is bad. But
Right.
yes, obviously this week I don't know that. Look, I mean, it's not gonna. We can talk about it forever. It's not ever gonna stop anyone from transferring people in. They will. No one will ever stop transferring people in early, even on international breaks. You're on a wild card, totally fine. You're on a free hit, totally fine. If you are on your own, just whatever transfers, and you've already moved early for guys who are traveling, especially the South Americans,
right?
What are you doing? I genuinely don't understand that decision making, but whatever.
Well, I have one transfer that I have not used.
You manage your team.
I'm trying
manage
to
your team.
Trying to figure out where to go, what to do.
Rodrigo Muniz and Raul Jimenez could both possibly miss for Fulham. I know they are. I can't remember if. I know Muniz has already been out. I can't remember if Jimenez missed the last game and they just started with like Iwobi up front, which might be why Iwobi keeps having such kind of positive
every other
performances
game.
Here. Yeah. But either way, both those guys possibly missing. Muniz for sure. Jimenez obviously coming back from international travel with Mexico. So that's a TBD on him, but it seemed less likely that he would start.
He missed game week 7 against Bournemouth.
There you go.
Entirely.
And then just as just for the housekeeping bit of it, Dewsbury Hall, I know if you're probably not high on the transfer list, but Dewsbury Hall, because of suspension, yellow card accumulation suspension, and Jack Grealish because he's ineligible to face his parent club. KDH and Grealish both out this week for Everton. Again, hasn't stopped tens of thousands of people from transferring Jack Grealish in this week already. So I'm sure there are other guys. You said Gravenberch, but that turned out to be nothing.
Precautionary.
I don't know that there are some other guys, but I don't think there's Newcastle. Lewis Hall and Tino Livramento both out now for a while, so you're probably looking at the same left and right back setup for Newcastle here. Kieran Trippier, even better of a pick now, I think, than he was before. People are already going to Dan Burn and some of the other
unfortunate about Wissa
Newcastle defense. Yeah, it really is. I wish he was playing
out for the season, torn ACL. And
just incredible.
That's horrible.
It's crazy.
I hate that for him.
Just incredible.
Newcastle probably feels like they just blew £50 million, but he's a good guy, good player, and I just hate that. I hate that for anyone. But I hate that.
Out for the calendar year at least.
Right.
Not the season.
I haven't seen it.
No, I think he's out for the season.
They're saying 8 weeks.
No.
But that's...
Well, then it's not torn ACL. I had seen torn ACL.
I was going to say, I don't think... I had not seen ACL tear.
I have not seen that either. I went looking for it after I saw your message.
And you didn't see it?
I couldn't find it.
It could have been... I could have been...
The last official update was like 2 weeks ago almost now. So
well, I hope that's the case. I really do.
It makes me wonder... I mean, we don't have to talk about this now, but it does make me wonder because of the kind of the hurried return from some of these injuries, guys like re-aggravating and stuff. Like, I just wonder like it's not NFL football, but I mean NFL players that tear their ACL. There is the year that it takes for them to recover to get back to the feeling like they're like the healing to finish.
Right.
And then it's 6 months almost after that, almost across the board, where players
Gym
are like,
and agility.
now
Yeah.
I feel normal again. Like that is like a constant. And I know that's not quite the same strain on the knee, maybe depending on what the cutting and whatever, all of the stuff that NFL players have to do. But it seems odd to me that so many, like it seems like Rodri. I mean, his injury. Like, what if he had just spent the last 2 months additional recovery instead of coming back during the Club World? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where now he's back, aggravating the same knee that he hurt before. It just whatever. I mean, again,
well, if they want to be babies and
wow,
and sit out instead of just taking the injections that they can give them.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Let them.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Bud.
As far as that's just a general injury comment. What do you want to talk about next?
Well, we can do template versus sheep.
Well,
I wanted to discuss something in a second. I mean, I think
of
it's a
course
legitimate question.
You want to make changes to your team on the podcast. So
of course, I do. I'm looking to do that.
Well, Dave, how about we start by telling you about just first of all the actual most owned players? Just a quick. Now that we're on another international break,
blast through the most owned.
Just that it's Dubravka and Raya, the top two goalkeepers.
Okay.
Van de Ven, Gahey, Gabriel, Virgil, your Virgil, and Senesi.
What other Virgil is there?
Aeneid.
What?
Greek Virgil.
That was amazing.
Senesi.
Greek Virgil. Okay.
Your midfielders are Semenyo, Salah. Still second highest
dead teams.
Midfielder.
Wow.
Dead teams and delusional
Semenyo,
people.
Salah, Kudus, Reinders, Grealish in fifth. Bruno
Grealish is the fifth most
20.2%, unless it's changed. I'm sure it's changed a little bit. There's probably a little bit of fluctuation since I looked at this. This was a bit ago.
Sure.
Hours ago.
19.9%.
On Grealish?
Mm-hmm.
That's people dropping him because he's suspended.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, I'm sure, was above
suspended.
that. He is now down to around 18%, but obviously not too far away.
What do you think
there.
Saka's up to?
15.
10.6.
Whoa. Only 10.6?
Yeah. Crazy.
We'll get to him in the next session.
And then Holland.
Eze's owned more.
Holland, Pedro, Gyökeres, your most selected forwards.
Okay.
It's interesting
I'm
because
surprised Gyökeres is that high.
I am too.
Well, that was that.
But I'm one of those people.
That was the bump from a couple weeks ago when everybody was rushing to get him because of Arsenal's amazing
Their fixtures were pretty good.
The actual state of things, where the people you're actually chasing are probably more likely the active managers in the top 1,000.
Okay.
So
Yes,
according to
I like
Fantasy
that.
Football Fix,
Yep.
here are your actual engaged manager top 1,000 manager
Okay.
most selected.
Okay.
Raya and Dubravka.
So that
But Raya
matches.
higher than Dubravka. It's reversed
Okay.
in actual FPL ownership. Gahey won on your defense. 67% of the top 1,000. 67% have Gahey.
And that tracks though.
Senesi second, 41%. Gabriel, no, not true. Gabriel second, 58% for Gabriel. Virgil van Dijk, 37%. Mickey van de Ven, 46%.
I don't understand the Van Dyke.
Virgil, I think it's that Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't understand that
it's
either.
that I think it's that Liverpool's fixtures were good there for a while, and
Travis,
he's still way up there.
This is what I think. I think
that.
he's a solid defender. And
But not from
those
a point
teams,
standpoint.
hold on, those teams have had other concerns, and they've addressed other concerns, and he's just been there. It hasn't been bad enough to get rid of him, but I mean, has Liverpool? I'm not trying. Other than Arsenal, have they held a clean sheet? I think the answer is no. So,
I think you might be
Just
right.
one.
right.
Just the one.
Everton.
Oh, one other one.
Oh,
was
one
Everton.
other. Okay, so 2 out of 7.
Yeah.
They played 7 games or 6.
We're in week 8. We're
Yeah,
in
7 games. Yeah.
Still weird.
I didn't do the math on this either to find out if this is a team you could actually buy. But either way, your midfielders, kind of what you might expect. I think this might have more to say about the makeup of the team. But Semenyo, far and away the most owned, 81% of the top 1,000 with Semenyo. Reinders, second. Kudus, third. Caicedo, fourth. And then in the structure of that, Josh King was one of the top owned cheap midfielders for the top 1,000.
Which at 7%. I had earlier in my team for a little bit and completely agree with that because oftentimes he's literally playing striker for full.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Not anywhere close, and I get by selection percentage. He's only at 7.1%, but I think the way Fantasy Fix had it was just kind of the makeup of the top 1,000. Typically, I imagine it featured a cheaper midfielder.
He's 4-5, and I think he's also an enabler. He has done nothing yet. He has not given you a return,
nothing.
But he's had chances.
Right. And then your forward line, this was the surprising one, was Holland at 100% ownership in the top 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks.
Pedro at 73%.
Okay.
Ekitike still at 15%.
I think that's guys who haven't addressed it yet.
Both of
now,
those guys.
Ekitike, I was going to say, in real percentage, he's over that. He's at 16.7%. So he's the fourth most selected forward by percentage in FPL right now.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Either people.
Travis,
that's a lot of people
starting next game.
Isak.
Yeah, Ekitike's coming off the bench.
Yeah. Ekitike played great for France.
Look, I'm not denying the player. I'm just Liverpool's got problems.
Isak played terrible for Sweden.
Yeah. I think Isak gets the minutes though. I think they're gonna.
He costs too much money to not get minutes, right?
I think they just need him to find form and fitness. So they're gonna give him every minute they possibly can to help him find both. Yeah.
How long has he? He's been now with Liverpool since beginning of September.
I don't even know.
Are we going on 6 or 7 weeks? How much longer are we gonna keep saying fitness?
I mean, he hasn't. He finally played 90 minutes. I think he's only played 90 minutes.
What's he doing midweek? I'm not trying to be hateful here.
No, that's just how it is.
I legitimately am asking, like.
Yeah, but you gotta realize this. Like, ultimately, he can play 90 minutes, but can he play 90 minutes 3 times a week?
Sure. Okay.
Well, and I think that's really what it comes down to.
How long's the preseason? It's at least 7 weeks. So. What's been going on? I mean, he's still training on international breaks. He's had, 2 international breaks? He's still training, playing for the home country. I'm just like, at what point are we going to stop?
He hadn't played before that first international break at all. So he went out to international break and played like 20 minutes or something obnoxious. And he's only played minimal amount of minutes since then.
I think he did play the full 90.
I think he had to because Ekitike was out.
No, in the last international.
International
here.
And they're on the cusp of getting.
He's played for Liverpool. He played 23 minutes against Everton, and then 83 against Palace and 73 against Chelsea.
Mm-hmm. I think he's ready, but again, it's just a matter of.
And he was there on the team for the Burnley game, but he didn't play in the Burnley game. I'm pretty sure he was on the team because the transfer window only, I thought it was just the first 2 weeks, but it might be 3 weeks. If only there was a way to figure that out.
Bottom line is,
I need to know, like, when is Isak gonna his performances?
Isak's the guy. They're gonna start Isak.
When is his performances gonna not be blamed on fitness? Just curious minds want to know.
When he looks like himself and he's still not scoring.
Okay.
Right? I mean, that's the thing. He looks gassed, like, on the field still. He never did before.
Crushing
he never did.
After.
I mean, have you seen the guy? The guy is like a freaking rail.
I know. Give him food, but give him some protein.
I wonder if that's what it is.
They're not.
He's emaciated.
They're starting him.
It's not It's not fitness.
Yeah.
As in, like, conditioning. It's fitness as in he needs to put on weight.
Yeah, he was low. He is low iron.
All right.
So anyway, it was an interesting thing just to look over the actual like who really is out there. I think at this point, I mean, you see kind of the shifts and transfers in and the way the money's moving right now, and to me, I think if you looked and your team had either of those, the template of the top, or like that most owned of the top 1,000,
right,
or the actual most owned, I think for the most part you'd be okay with it.
Sure.
And there's nothing on there, if you could split hairs over, if you're going to have a cheap fifth midfielder, whether it would be Josh King or not. You wouldn't be insane to have it, but not preferable. Sure, there are other people. I don't think you'd be picking Ekitike as your third forward if you had to. But other than that, I mean, and then maybe not Virgil as one of your defenders. I think you would probably choose actively to not have him as one of your defenders. So really, but I mean, the rest of the names, I'm like, yeah, I can get on board with almost all those guys. So really, the whole point of doing that was just to say, are you, if you're rebuilding your team right now, how you're making your transfers. I think I think a lot of the obvious transfers are a bit in that sense, they're off template. I mean, the template is shifting now. I think, shift more toward probably maybe off of Gyökeres onto somebody else in Arsenal. So there are ways I think that you can kind of remake things here to get away from some of this. So you really aren't just sheeping along.
Okay.
Is that where you want to go next? Go your own way?
Yeah, go your own way. I want to start there. I want to start with Arsenal because it always starts with Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Seriously, though, Brian, I currently have Eze in my team, but is Declan Rice a better own there?
We've talked about...
We've been talking about Rice. Rice
Arsenal
currently is the fifth best midfield scorer in Rice's last 5 games, including the Liverpool game. It's 4-1, 3-9, and 11.
Dave, if you remember in earlier podcasts,
before the 4, by the way, he had 6 and a 6 against United and Leeds.
I know, and I was going to say my exact quote on this very podcast has been, he's going to keep doing that just because of the nature of his... He's always going to be in the lineup. Just free kicks are going to make him dangerous that way. What's his DEFCON numbers?
He takes corners on at least one side, too.
For sure. And I was going to say, I don't know if he's hit the defensive contribution threshold yet.
He has twice, and he got 9 once. So
no, he's got to go to 12.
Okay. So he's hit it. He's still hit it twice. He's had 12 and a 13.
Okay.
And then his next highest is a 9.
So you like that?
Against City.
He is going to do that.
Newcastle and Liverpool, not surprising, the 2 games where he
doing a lot of dirty work.
Yep.
Right. No, I think there's a legitimate. I think you can make the case because I think everybody is going to be moving probably more to Eze 1, Saka 2. Declan Rice feels like he's the third guy on that as far as transfers in, and I don't think you're picking. Are you picking Declan Rice over Eze or Saka if you have the choice?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering right now. Do I even consider currently going from Eze to Declan Rice right now?
I don't know.
It probably feels like maybe it's a lateral move on some level, but it's just I don't know. I feel like Declan Rice's numbers are weirdly. I don't know. He's never produced numbers like that. So and probably mainly because now he's playing in the 8 as opposed to the 6, and Zubimendi is locked in a part. There was times last year where Partey's playing right back.
You're double
Rice is
pivoting
playing
though, so they're kind of swapping. But
so he's and like you said, he continually kicks corners and free kicks. And who's the best at set pieces? Arsenal is. If
you're like the again, the money thing, you're spending the least on Declan Rice. So if
he's a whole $1 less.
Right. So I don't hate it. I just think right now.
Well, who would you rather have right now? Regardless of what's
I have
happened in
that
the past.
decision because I'm considering, because I have the money to do it. Bruno Fernandes can turn into almost any midfielder for me.
Okay, wow, that frees up a lot of money.
Right. So I have enough to go as I can get Saka, but obviously if I go down there, then I can change some other things around, which might not be bad because I could also move that money to the forward line better. Either way, I don't know, and the reason why I say that is because I'd like to think that Saka is getting back there to where it matters.
Mm-hmm.
And like getting back to fitness and getting back to being danger man again.
I thought Proz had an interesting take. I want to give him credit. I saw a clip of one of his videos from their podcast, and his take was, I've seen something in Saka that I've never seen before.
Okay.
And that was his attitude of like, no, this is like, he's always Mr. Friendly guy, and he's starting to turn into boss guy.
Okay.
In other words, like that penalty, Gyökeres is on the pitch. Saka, I guess at some moment, Gyökeres says something to him along the lines of, hey, I'm going to take it. And Saka doesn't even acknowledge that he said anything and picks up the ball and goes and sets it down. And like there was no discussion. It was, I'm taking the kick. And so that's something that, granted, what is he now, 2021, 22? But
65.
Younger Saka never does that, right? And now all of a sudden he's like, no, this is like I was just starting to wonder if he's starting to kind of have a more killer attitude, and this is my team, and this is how it's going to go.
24, man. Is
that how old he is?
The age of.
Is he 24?
Yeah.
Look, and he's been playing for Arsenal. He's been starting since he was 17. He's playing left back at 17. So right back. He was playing right back at 17 for Arsenal. So yeah, it's time. And so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think League Diane asked in the pod or in Slack, hey, who's gonna be taking the penalty, Saka or Gyökeres?
I think it's Saka.
I think it's actually Gyökeres.
Why?
I think it will be. His record on penalties is ridiculous.
I mean, I understand
but
that
Saka took the other one the other day.
Unnamed Swedish reporter said weeks and weeks ago that it would be Gyökeres, but when it came down to it here, this was Saka just saying, gimme.
I think he was coming back from being out for a little bit and wanted the goal.
Okay.
But I think going forward, I think it will be Gyökeres.
All right.
I think Saka understands that, hey, we need to get the big guy.
Do you think Arteta said he's our set piece? He's our kick taker. Don't do that.
I mean, we've seen Saka and Odegaard take.
I was going to say
they've now been, me, now you, now me.
Yeah, they've been so non-committal about it. I think it still probably is what they said a long time ago, which was on-field decision by captain.
Yeah,
somebody decides on the pitch who's going to take it.
And Saka had the armband,
right? So.
He decided.
Wouldn't be surprised if he keeps doing it, but also, I mean, I don't. There's no. You can't count on it. You couldn't count on it.
My guess would be if they get one this week, Gyökeres takes it.
Why? So say first of all,
this is not an Arsenal podcast.
I know it is, and it's going to be a lot longer on this, unless you can do this quickly about why not Nwaneri.
There's no reason why. There's no reason why not.
Okay.
Zero.
Other like in terms of him playing, or are you buying him?
No, you're not buying him.
Other than the fact that like he's at Arsenal at the moment at one of the worst times for a young player trying to break into a team because it's the deepest first team they've ever
Because they keep
had.
buying people. They keep buying instead of investing in that.
Dave, why not?
Investing
youth.
in what? What do you mean?
In that youth.
What do you mean they are investing in the youth?
Explain Mikel Merino.
1 year he just signed a new deal.
Yeah, but then he's not getting the minutes. That's the investment I'm talking about.
He will. He's getting minutes in cup games.
Explain Mikel Merino.
Mikel Merino for Spain plays more forward.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's just I think it was Who Scored or Opta, one of those ahead of that last Spanish match was basically that he's been responsible for like 67% of goal involvement for the Spanish national
the old false
team.
9, right?
Well, So either that or Spain has been very good at crossing balls not to the front of the box but to the back of the box, and that's where Marino has been hanging around.
He scored 2 and then got taken down for the penalty for their 5th goal or whatever it was in the last international or in their last
Who'd they play?
qualifier.
Andorra?
It was someone terrible. I think it was Bulgaria. I think that really was Bulgaria. But it was a thrashing, but it was a probably assumed thrashing.
Marino will.
I guess what I'm asking is, when you signed him, why did you sign Arsenal Mikel Merino when you could have signed Spain Mikel Merino?
I don't know. You know how it is. Sometimes guys are playing different roles
I know. I get it.
for their national teams.
One bucket of cold water, the counterpoint to having Arsenal attackers at all, thanks to the genius Alex Volo.
No one wants to hear any bucket.
Alex Volo, FPL, said at the end of last game week, Arsenal had an open play XG of 2.
Nice.
And 12 open play shots versus West Ham. Before that, they had managed 2.76 XG from open play for the entire rest of the season. So basically to say they had a lot of shots and an extremely high XG against a miserable West Ham team, and prior to that had barely gotten to 3 XG total. So basically he said, I think I'm going to wait a couple more games to see if this is a real shift. If it's not, then it's just Gabriel and Rice and forget the rest. How about that?
That's interesting. I don't believe it, but it is interesting. I mean, the numbers are the numbers.
Everybody, first of all, the number of content creators who are going double up on Arsenal defense,
right?
The Timber Gabriel double up,
right,
seems to be extremely popular with the content creator class.
Call me crazy, but statistically, they are the best defense in the league. Is that fair?
Not so far this season.
Really?
No.
They've allowed 3 goals so far.
Still not the best. They are up. They are in the top 3, but they are not.
Are they exceeding their XG against?
They have allowed 3 goals, yes, but their XG against is higher than Newcastle's.
Okay.
So
what's their
over
XG against? That's
5,
what I just said.
it's still good. It's 5.41.
Okay.
So your top 3 are your top 3 are Newcastle, Arsenal, and 2 seconds, Bournemouth.
Okay. That's what I was going to guess.
So that's overall. And then
Crystal Palace is probably 4th.
In home games, they're actually also 2nd.
Okay.
Bournemouth is ahead of them.
Okay.
So they're still not conceding a lot of goals.
Right.
They're still extremely good.
I would argue,
it's just that by the numbers, they at least have some competition.
It'd be
whether
2
or not
goals if it wasn't for the miracle goal from the boat guy.
I don't think it was a miracle. It was
amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing miracle. It was an amazing miracle. Anyways,
they're second best to someone, home and away and overall, but they're still second best.
Okay.
By the numbers,
okay,
as of now.
But they have allowed the least amount of goals.
And conceding the fewest number of total goals.
Right.
So, real life.
How many goals has Newcastle conceded?
5.
Okay.
5 total. But yeah, they are on. So that's the thing. That's the difference in. It's a team. They're right on the same number, but Newcastle's right on their number, and Arsenal's overperforming a little bit. So, but whatever, you expect them. That's the thing. You expect them to be the best, and they are right there.
They should be. All right.
Is that enough, Arsenal? I mean, the only other what I was going to say.
People are probably so done with.
Well, no,
Arsenal.
like if you want to wrap them up, like, do you want Raya as your goalkeeper?
Sure, if you want to. Yeah, if you can afford him, yeah, why not?
Raya
just think,
and Donnarumma at 5.7 each. Who are you picking?
I'm picking Raya. I'm not taking Donnarumma.
I just am not sure that you want to spend 5.7 on your goalkeeper. That's the biggest
No,
thing.
I agree totally.
don't.
I mean,
Especially when you could go get Pope or Rolfs.
Right. And those are the other two guys I was going to say. You want to bust your template up.
For sure.
Go for Pope, who's only
Agree.
at 10%. Rolfs, I think, might have gotten up to 5% by now.
yeah, he's exactly at 5-0.
Schedule for Newcastle, just to talk about those guys for a second. The schedule's fine, I think. Next 5, you're away to Brighton, home Fulham, at West Ham, at Brentford, and home to Manchester City. That's good. I mean,
fine.
you're using Pope in those, in all of those, but except maybe Manchester City. But
Roast fixtures aren't great.
like I said, Newcastle still is number 1 for XG against, and they actually allow the lowest XG per shot of any team in the league.
Okay.
So.
But they're also without some defenders.
Right. They are, like we said,
But
they are
Trippier is
dealing with some
able
injuries.
body, and so is Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall's out.
Hall's out.
I knew that.
Rofes, I mean, look, he went up a 10th. So you're going to pay that slight premium, 4.6. I don't know. He's the bargain of the season so far. And Sunderland defensively, I don't know. Look, again, you can say whatever you want. I could give you whatever number you want about Sunderland. They've been very good defensively. I just don't think it matters because no matter what you're going to look at, Sunderland is going to be green on the fixture rating system. They are always going to be a green target fixture whenever you look at whatever person's list.
But
Sunderland as a promoted team is always going to be one of the teams you're like, well, at least it's a promoted team my team is playing this week or whatever.
It's been 7 games, though. Sunderland's surely shown in 7 games that their defense is something. How do you like that analysis, Travis?
That's really, yes, that they are something. That is top notch.
No, they've been good. They've been good, way better than anyone thought.
Sunderland, again, if you want to talk about just defensive numbers, Sunderland is allowing the 5th most shots per game.
No wonder Rofes is up there. He's getting some saves.
Rofes
So he got like 24 saves in the season.
Rofes is going to get the saves for you, but Sunderland's XG against is 8th best.
Okay.
So they were.
It's still better than people would have thought.
They've conceded 6 goals on an XG against of 9.
It's not great, but it's better than people would have thought.
Right. Definitely better than what anyone would have guessed. I'm just saying, to me, like click on anyone's name at any point on the fixture, like the fixtures for the rest of the season, and Sunderland is a 2. They are a green 2.
Mm-hmm.
Home or away, no matter what it is, and no matter what Rofes has done, or Alderete, or Mukiele, or any of those guys, it's still green.
Yeah.
And you're still going to look at it that way. Honestly, the goalkeeper, I'm surprised people, his percentage is still pretty high. Robert Sanchez is at 14.6%. Chelsea probably has the best fixture run of almost anyone for the next while. So
how is that possible? Because they started with a good fixture run.
That was, I mean, I feel like we talked about that at some point. They seemed like they had a couple of bumpy fixtures in there. Obviously, Sanchez got
They had to play Palace first.
Red
That's
card.
not easy.
It's
West Ham,
not
Fulham, Brentford, United. Yeah, they didn't have that good of fixtures.
I think at the beginning of the season, like before the season started, I think the feeling was it looked better than it actually
Palace,
ended up
West
being.
Ham, Fulham, Brentford, and then a crap United, which didn't play crap to them, but still.
I'm just saying he's at 14.6%. His price has dropped. The red card knocked him down a 10th, so he's now under 5. And
They do have a decent run.
If you like the Chelsea fixtures for Cucurella, for Chalobah, for whoever, like name one of the defenders or their attackers. Like if you like this fixture run, why not get possibly their most stable? I don't think they've said anything. I know Maresca has mentioned the other goalkeeper possibly rotating, that Sanchez can't play all of those games, like the fixture once it piles up. But still, like he's the starter, and I'm just saying if you make the case for their schedule, why not think about going?
No, I hear you. I mean, I do. You look at the the color code, and you're like, oh wow, look at that, Chelsea.
Look at all the gray and green.
But I have Cucurella, and I'm like, feels somewhat garbage recently.
He got 7 points against Liverpool
I mean,
in his last match.
Yeah, but he's
That's
right.
right.
Like in total,
What a game.
in total points, he's like 20th or something in total points for defenders. I'm like, would I rather have Senesi or would I rather have Cucurella? Because that's a whole $1 difference.
Play the music bump for the defense when we move up to the next line.
Okay.
Get one of the interns to do it.
Yeah.
Not to go back to Arsenal again, but let's go back to Arsenal for 1 second. If you go any Arsenal defender not named Gabriel, you are, well, I guess Timber is in there too.
Timber.
But I just feel like
Timber has I saw a stat, and I wish I could give the credit to the person who posted this stat. Timber has the second or third most touches in the box.
Yeah.
Of not just defenders, of anyone.
Yeah.
In
well,
the
I was
league.
going to say in the last 4 game weeks, when we talk about that in a minute, he and Calafiori are tied on 17 touches in the box in the last 4 game weeks.
Yeah.
Those guys they both are. This is the thing that's mind-blowing to me. Gabriel, everyone is going to talk about goal threat. Gabriel's goal was garbage. That goal was garbage.
You've been waiting.
It was
weeks.
a red card goal. It was a man who should not have been playing at that point.
100%.
Should not have been on the pitch, and he scores the game winner. A joke, an absolute joke of a goal. So his score, he's the highest scoring defender of the last 4 weeks. He's one of the top scoring defenders. I get that he's a giant center back. All the center backs are giant center backs. Every big, tall man is a threat on a set piece. I don't care who it is. He is an obvious threat on the set piece. I'm just saying, we would not be you would be no-brainering Timber into your team over Gabriel, and it wouldn't be close if it wasn't for that 11 that he put up on garbage. And I just think, I understand this.
It was 13.
The 13 that he put up.
Because he got DEFCON points.
Right. Which he's doing that.
Doesn't matter. It's trash.
It's still trash. No, but I'm just saying,
points are points.
They are, and you can't take them off the board, whether they're trash or not. One
reason to lean Gabriel over Timber is Gabriel in the last 3 out of 4 got DEFCON.
No, and he's not.
And it was 9 in the one that he missed.
And
so
everyone is going to.
Timber is sniffing it, but he's not. He hasn't got any DEFCON points the entire season.
And Timber is now as safe as can possibly be. Ben White has an injury that's going to. I don't know how long term. I mean, I just don't think there was really.
Did he pull a muscle sitting on the bench?
I guess.
Was it when he was fly fishing?
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm just
he was
saying,
putting his jacket back on after fake warming up on the sideline?
Could be.
I guess my question for you, Dave, is why is Calafiori was the top scoring defender for a minute, and now the numbers haven't changed. He's still the most the numbers are still the same. He still is the most. He has taken the most shots. The only person on the Arsenal team with a higher XG than him is Gyökeres. So tell me why Calafiori is more likely to sub early or be rotated than Timber, except now I think we have the rotation answer because Ben White was probably the guy coming in for Timber.
Arteta was pretty consistent, I think mainly just to get guys continually get them minutes, and they've been up in multiple games, but to get Lewis Skelly and
I was
Ben
to say,
White.
it wouldn't have been White, it would have been Miles Lewis Skelly.
Lewis Skelly comes in for Calafiori. I mean, they did do some shifting. Mosquera came in one time, I think, at right back for Timber. So I don't know. I mean, he's trying to get guys minutes, so it's no big surprise. Right. I think if in tight games, you're probably less likely to see it happen against some of the bigger clubs, like City, Liverpool. But those games are already gone for the beginning of this. Those Arsenal has already played those games in the first half of the season, so it won't surprise me if Timber and Calafiori continue to get subbed off. But who hates a defender that gets subbed off with a chance of taking a clean sheet with him early?
No one wants Saliba, but you know how these things go.
He's probably the one you should go to.
If he gets a return, first of all, he's now the cheapest by Timber's 5.9. So he's cheaper than Gabriel, but
Calafiori's 5'7".
If he gets a return and none of the other guys do,
Right.
all of a sudden it will be what an obvious bargain Saliba is compared to Gabriel or whatever, or this is the guy, like maybe this is a whatever. I just feel like the narrative shifts so quickly. Everybody wants the safety and attacking presence of Gabriel, but whatever. I'm hating right now.
All right, let's move off
So
Arsenal.
Ola Aina is who you're saying we
There's
should
got to
pick
be
up.
someone else to talk
Look,
about.
we talked
other
about
than
Pope. You like Newcastle's fixtures, or if you like Pope, then you got to kind of like Dan Burn. I know he's in the top of transfers in for everybody
Newcastle's
right now.
defense is
Well, his offensive,
fantastic.
threat is
Well, he got an assist. He had an 11-pointer last week. Always makes people take notice when
Trash.
a defender gets an assist. It is trash. Just for the record, Dan Burn, 1 assist last season, 2 assists 2 seasons ago, 0 assists 3 seasons ago, and 1 assist 4 seasons ago.
sure.
So I feel like there's a pattern here of Dan Burn getting 1 or 0 or 2 assists.
This is the
Dan
beginning
Burn,
of something beautiful.
3 out of 7 games he's gotten DEFCON.
Trippier is just 5.0. He's cheaper than Dan Burn for what it's
by
for what it's
barely.
worth.
Yeah, come on.
5.1 to 5.0. He's cheaper.
He is cheaper.
He's cheaper.
Any Crystal Palace defender not named Gahey is a choice. And Munoz, back to being popular again, scored a goal last week. Not the greatest schedule for Crystal Palace. Definitely not in the next 2. After Arsenal, because I wanted to talk about that with Mateta. I don't know that I'd be going to those guys. It's the reason why I didn't get Sarr going into last week.
Okay, I
And
know.
of course,
I really kind of would like Sarr.
I should have gotten Sarr.
I know.
Because Sarr,
I'm looking at my lineup. I'm like,
I did. I played him.
fixture.
Do I want Sarr? Do I want Grealish? Sarr, Grealish.
It's Sar for me 100% of the time.
I agree.
Again, funny to me.
But-
Munoz scores a goal, and all of a sudden he's back on the trendy list.
The thing about
again.
Jack Grealish is this.
He's got a good haircut.
He's only played in 6 real games for Everton, and I think he subbed in the first game, right at the end. So he's had 6 starts. In 3 of the 6, 50%, he's gotten double-digit returns, and I think a lot of people are looking at that like, wait a minute, tell me every other game, sort of 50% of the time,
Yeah.
he's got a chance at giving me double digits. That's interesting to me.
Are you paying the premium?
He's played minutes in all of them, by the way.
Are you paying
also.
the premium?
I said that. I said he subbed in the first game.
Are you paying the defensive premium on Gvardiol?
No.
Assist, clean sheet, 3 bonus points,
no, I'm
12
not
points,
touching-
12 points last week against Brentford.
No,
24 points on the season, which by the way, he is one of the highest scoring defenders of the last 4 weeks, and these are the only 4 games that he's played. So I'm
That's
saying
interesting.
essentially
Okay.
he's put 24 points in 4 games. 3 shots and 2 chances created so far. It's not a lot compared to last season. Through the first 7 games, he had 9 shots, 5 shots on target. He was in the top 4 for all of the attacking categories. I think we already know he's not necessarily playing the same kind of attacking role that he had played last year, but still, he is at 5.9, and you kind of know what you're getting with him. I don't love the Manchester City schedule, which is why I didn't really want to go after Donnarumma either. But Dave, you're sticking with Cucurella?
Currently, I have him out for Senesi.
Oh,
But-
really?
I'm having thoughts. I
Okay.
mean, the top 1,000 would do it.
Short term, I don't know whose fixtures are better.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up.
I know. But I don't know, man.
I wouldn't
Could
move
you
him.
get more? Could
You
you get more
wouldn't?
benefit with a different move? Is the question.
It's just I can gain a whole pound dollar doing it.
Nah. If you need
I
the
could
money,
gain some
if you
money.
need the money, I understand that.
I could make Tarkowski. I got 0.2 in the bank, so I could save a little cash on Tarkowski as well.
What's he done for you lately?
Not much. I know. It's just I just hate Cucurella, and he's my team.
Well, listen, he got an assist. That huge win
Just
against
shut
Liverpool. What a massive,
Interesting.
what a massive victory. Let's go to the next level. Hit the.
There you go.
Doku, we already talked about the Arsenal defender or midfielders enough. Doku getting benched last game probably didn't help his transfers in.
I did it on the pod transfer and sold him.
Oh wow!
I was hoping that he was
that.
going to change and start doing stuff. It looked like he was going to. I can't wait.
That's amazing.
I can't wait.
You cashed in. You used him, got something from him, moved him on, and got something from the guy you brought in.
Yeah.
What in the world? No wonder you're in first.
Definitely not.
Hey, tell me how Joao Pedro is going to drop in price, possibly.
He's going to drop in price because he's not shooting.
Yeah,
That is the bottom line.
But all the top 1,000 have him.
He's still the second most owned forward in the top 1,000.
Okay.
That could change. Could be moving to Woltemade. Could be moving. Could be moving to one of those other guys.
He's going up.
League Diane was asking in Slack opinions on Pedro or Voltemade, and
Voltemade is going up tonight.
I would bring in Voltemade.
He already did. Yeah, he already went up tonight.
Enzo and Caicedo, both extremely popular transfers in. Caicedo, 380,000. That's a lot. He's probably higher than that actually now because this was again a while ago. Caicedo was not with the Ecuadorian squad over the international break.
Really?
Enzo came back early, like we already said. I would not. Minimum, you couldn't buy him until tomorrow. You'd have to see him in training. Like you would have to get another report to know that Enzo is actually okay.
Right.
Like whatever. People, it's already 200,000 transfers in for him, but it just doesn't. Not exactly the reports you want to be getting from a guy who's supposed to be this bulletproof. Either way, I think those guys, like to me, those are the guys like you want to start picking away from. You want to get off of the like. I know Caicedo's not the. I know he already is kind of the template, kind of on the template as it goes. But
Travis, who would you go with if you're going your own way? Not with someone on the template.
So I already have a pretty not template-y team. I do have the standard back line, but I do have Timber rather than Gabriel.
No Gabriel at all.
No Gabriel at all.
But I mean, if you could, you would. If you could if you're wild carding, you would bring him in.
No, I don't think so.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think so.
Too expensive.
So yeah, too much money. So my break from the regulars were number one. My move that I made. I had Doku. He was a break from the template to try and catch some extra points, but that's not going well. So he's gone. So I brought in Rice.
Okay.
I also have Semenyo and Sarr.
Yeah.
And Anthony Gordon currently.
Okay.
Oh, I love your midfield way more than mine.
So as far as I'm concerned, my entire midfield is basically guys that I'm trying to get.
Do you have Holland?
Squeeze stuff out. Yes, I do. I have Holland.
But you don't have Saka.
I do not have Saka.
Okay.
I mean, I could afford Saka if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to. I think I like
where
I'm
at. I
at.
love your midfield. You said Rice,
Semenyo, Sarr, Gordon, Reinders. That's my midfield.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So as far as like
Reinders
breaking,
is but I love the other four.
Yeah, but that's just because their schedules are fine.
I love the other four.
So, but my
Manchester
front line and my back line are very much template.
Manchester City is your fourth favorite team. You don't like Reinders because he's on Manchester City? What's the...
I think it's because he's Dutch. He doesn't like Dutch people.
Really?
Freaky deaky Dutch.
He's very, very Dutch averse.
Do you want some numbers? This will kind of shed.
Are we going our own way or numbers?
Well, this will help shed a little
We're
bit
getting some
additional,
updated stat.
additional light.
Sure.
Just a quick rundown here too, because this whole podcast is quick. You already made my dreams come true for having a podcast on Thursday.
Okay.
So this is already.
This is
The only bad thing is you're making me miss the Steeler game, but it actually isn't so bad because the Steelers are losing 20-10 now.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Wait, did Aaron Rodgers get hurt?
2 interceptions for Aaron Rodgers at the end of the second quarter.
Have they checked his eyesight? Does he need glasses or something? I feel like he's pretty old.
Do you like?
He's fine.
Cameron Hayward called it the icy hot bowl because it's Flacco and
Stop.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Is Flacco doing
It's
something?
Flacco. They got
He got
traded
traded from the Browns to the
I know
Bengals.
he's with the
Of course he's doing good.
Unbelievable.
He's a pro.
That guy.
In the last 4 game weeks, the reason why I wanted to do that is because just this interruption in the season is making it the worst. There's another international break in a
One
month.
more. There's one more. God forsaken.
It's a lot of breaks.
So it's 4 game weeks, and I feel like since the last
And then
game week-
AFCON.
here you go. The reason why you're picking the same goalkeepers is because in the last 4 game weeks, Rofes is your highest scoring goalkeeper, 24 points in the last 4 game weeks. Pope is second with 23 points in the last 4 game weeks. Rhea, 16, Donnarumma, 15. That's your top 4 scoring, real FPL points, last 4 game weeks. Interesting on Rofes, I don't know if you saw this or not. In the last 4 weeks, he's created 2 chances. He has a .24 expected assists. It's only 0.04 lower than Phil Foden.
Make the save and distribute as far as you possibly can.
Is anyone going to Foden?
No. He's the only one that likes to talk about it.
I like Foden. I had Foden. I sold Foden.
You used him.
I didn't get anything from him, though. He was pretty unlucky, though, in the last game.
Yeah.
Defender points. Gabriel, last 4 weeks, 33 points. Should be on a 20. Alderete, second.
He's also injured. I'm surprised he didn't make an injury list.
He should have been on the injury list because he also had there was a concern enough that he needed to be checked. And so he's another one. That's more of like, I don't know, if you're buying him for a wild card, you're probably still fine to get him. If you're free, if you're bench boosting or something, then you couldn't possibly do it until you knew tomorrow, and you might not get an answer tomorrow. Dan Burn, third, 26 points in the last 4 games. Dan Burn, your third highest scoring defender in the last 4 game weeks. Gvardiol, fourth. Again, his first 4 games, he's the 4th highest scoring defender. Gehi and Mukiele tied with 23 points.
Wow.
Then Timber and Michael Keane, 22 points each. Keane, you can't go anywhere near because not only has he had a back injury, but also I think this was the week that Jared Branthwaite was potentially coming back.
Right.
Really good numbers for Timber in the last 4 weeks. 5 shots.
This is also against City and Newcastle.
5 shots in the last 4
And
games
Liverpool
for Timber.
in the last 5.
3 of them on target, which is second most for all defenders, and has created 6 chances, which is third most for all defenders. Timber, absolutely a reasonable, very good pick. Way better than that giant lunkhead, Gabriel. Senesi, 21 points in the last 4 games. Just a reminder for Senesi, he was subbed early in the previous match. That was tactical because they were losing, says Andoni Areola.
Okay.
The future Manchester United manager.
For sure. Joachim Anderson, hottest guy in the market, 20 points in the last 4 games. 6 straight games of hitting the DEFCON threshold. That's
Anderson.
That is the stat that's floating around out there all over the place.
Yep.
Right. So
I had him to start the season. I just couldn't stick with it.
should have waited till week 2 when he started getting DEFCON points every single week so you can rack in them 3s and 4s.
I needed to get closer to the template.
Some other numbers for defenders, like these are just a few of these things. Just in the last 4 games, Daniel Munoz, 9 shots, 4 shots on target, 20 touches in the opposition box, all of them number 1 overall for defenders. So he is now surpassed by attacking. He's surpassed even the great Calafiori for attacking numbers in the last 4 game weeks.
Wow.
But he's only scored 17 points.
Yeah.
So whatever. Calafiori, 7 shots in the last 4 games, third most of any defender. Kieran Trippier, 8 chances created in the last 4 games, number 1 overall for defenders. Reece James, the only defender.
Come on, Brian.
Only defender to create more than 1 big chance in the last 4 games.
I'm sure he's hurt.
Laceration on his shin.
Not a muscle injury. He got a cut.
He's the most unlucky player. No one is owning Reece James.
Unlucky.
He's a very talented young man.
In the last 4 games, Reece
unlucky.
James has taken 10 Chelsea corners. number one.
Wow.
The
Okay.
most of any
That's
defender in the Premier League in the last 4 games.
You don't see that much. Defenders taking corners.
And he's taken, I mean, we already
His
know
deliveries
he's
are
going to
great.
take the free kicks. I can't believe this is as insane as people talking themselves into Dominic Calvert-Lewin again. Myself talking myself into Reece James.
You're not talking yourself into Reece James. You're not owning him.
I love him.
You love him, but you would wear a Reece James t-shirt,
I love him. Yeah, I would.
but you're not owning him. Yet.
No, I'm probably not.
No. Even if he has one good week, he'll get hurt the next.
No, he's not.
I feel like I'm Scott Wiebe.
Love him. I love that.
All right.
I love the way they're managing him. I've said it week over week. Top scoring midfielders. That's good for defenders. I mean, there's some good names in there. I feel like all of those guys, whatever, you're picking from the same stable of like 8 guys.
Sure.
Everybody's doing the same
Sure.
thing. So you want to get off of the main template. Then I don't know. Pick Gvardiol. Actually, pick Josko Gvardiol. You want to get away from what everyone else is doing?
Interesting.
Pay up on him.
Go your own
compared
way,
to one of the
Brian.
other guys.
Go your own way.
You really want to go nuts? Buy Reece James.
That is nuts.
Midfielders, Semenyo, you don't need to talk about him. Caicedo and Gravenberch are the second highest scoring defenders or
Last 4
midfielders in the
weeks.
last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
28 points for each of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you again. I know he didn't get a return against Chelsea. Would you ever consider Gravenberch as one of your midfielders?
I don't think so.
Okay. You still don't like enough of what he's doing. You would consider selecting him for one of your 5 midfield
He
spots.
falls into the category of Rice last year, I think.
Yeah,
We're like,
I think that's fair.
almost, kind of, but now all of a sudden Rice is more in the conversation because
Rice is in the conversation because he's taking all those free kicks. He's taking free kicks.
but he's
and
getting
corners.
the box too.
Yeah, but a little bit more with Zubamendi. But all that to say, no,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Declan Rice, Jeremy Doku, Mohamed Kudus, 24 points, your third highest scoring midfielders in the last 4 games.
You going to Kudus? You giving him any?
I love it. 11 shots.
So bad, but it's just such a false horizon.
11 shots for Kudus in the last 4 games, tied second most for all midfield shooters.
Is he kind of feeling comfortable?
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
now a little bit.
Yes. And there's no...
Do you own him,
No. I hate that I don't.
Travis? You don't own him, do you?
I have this season, but again, I punted on him before he started doing things.
He wasn't producing. Okay.
I just feel like it's a false horizon. I wanted so badly for him to be the guy, but he wasn't. And I'm not convinced that he can consistently be what he has been.
Okay.
Spurs fixtures upcoming: home Aston Villa, at Everton, home Chelsea, home Manchester United, and then the North London derby in game week 12. After the next international.
Right.
So for the next 4 games, I don't hate Villa,
Home,
Everton,
home,
Chelsea,
yeah.
or Manchester United for Spurs.
The Chelsea match will be interesting for sure.
It's gray.
I'm
That's the
still
thing.
rolling with Van de Ven and Vicario
Same.
as,
you
as
can.
my Spurs
I-
at the moment.
Same.
I'm not. I had no.
If I was wild carding, would I have him?
Probably not.
No, maybe.
Van de Ven
I probably still have
probably,
Van de Ven.
Vicario
I probably still have
not.
Van de
Yeah,
Ven.
I agree.
I probably wouldn't have Vicario.
I agree with that.
Great numbers for Doku in the last 4 weeks. Created 9 chances, which is second most of all midfielders. Only Grealish and Sean Longstaff have more than he has. And he's also created 3 big chances, which is the most of all midfielders. Just saying.
Who?
Jeremy Doku.
He has looked
The guy
better.
I just transferred out.
He
Oh,
can't
great.
produce actual fantasy points.
but
All
he
of Belgium,
did.
Belgium attack couldn't get anything going in that first game in the qualifiers, but then in the second one it was all Doku.
Look, I would love. I talked trash on him all last year, but a credit to him,
just-
he has looked. First of all, he's scored better this season, but he has also looked the part for sure, and he definitely has looked
more confident,
more of a creator.
More useful.
His passing
not
is
wasteful.
better. He's not just Mr. Super dribble to the touchline and hope to God something luckily happens.
Yeah. Zubamendi, 23 points in the last 4 weeks, largely thanks to having a 16 in game week 4. Ignore forever. Minta, 22 points, last 4 games.
Yeah.
Tough for me to get on the Brighton train.
7 shots.
I love watching Minta.
The fixtures should tell you otherwise. 7 shots, 6 in the box, 2 big chances to score, 26 touches in the opposition box. Plus, he's created 7 chances with 2 big chances created. Minta is one of my favorite. And also one of my why don't I have I've never went to him.
Same.
I had Jorginho. I let myself buy into the narrative from Brighton fans that it was going to be Reuter, and I should have gone to Minta, and I didn't, and I still haven't. And the run of fixtures for the foreseeable future for Brighton is as good as anybody's. Home to Newcastle isn't the best, but at least they're at home. Then they're at United, home Leeds, at Crystal Palace, a derby.
Stop.
With goals in it.
Stop.
Home Brentford, at Nottingham Forest. There's nothing in there where this Brighton attack can't do some stuff. And he's already done some stuff. So, me, his price and what he's actually doing, I personally really love it, and he is a definite option in my mind.
There's a world where he replaces Salah, not Semenyo or Elise or whatever big money person that they're trying
Liverpool
to get.
doesn't. If Liverpool gets Elise, I quit. I will never turn the game on again.
You love
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think either of those guys will happen.
No way, man. Please don't. Don't buy Jude Bellingham. You're going to break the transfer record trying to get Jude Bellingham.
They've been complaining for all these years. We don't have any money. Oh, my gosh.
I don't think they said they ever didn't have any money.
And then they get 2 guys who haven't given them hardly anything in Wirtz and Isak yet.
If you get Jude Bellingham in the January transfer window,
it won't happen.
I'm turning it off.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm not coming back here.
It makes no sense.
Rounding out the rest, Sean Longstaff and am I saying that right? It's not Matty Longstaff. It's not Matt Longstaff.
It's Sean.
It's Sean. And Granit Xhaka, 21 points in the last 4 games. I think Xhaka might be my 5.0 midfielder pick.
Xhaka.
I think he would be my pick. He's playing out of his mind at all levels.
Agree with that completely.
And he's your penalty taker there.
That's interesting.
Or is it LaFay? He took the 1. He's taken 1. But either way, what he's been contributing overall, attacking and in DEFCONs, I think I would take him over all the other 5.0 guys.
Really? Interesting.
I know you're not.
No, that's just interesting. So. It's good. I like it.
And then to round out the kind of the bottom there, 20 points for Jaden Anthony and Iwobi, some of those guys. I wish Sessegnon wasn't classed as a midfielder. No.
That is odd that he is in general, though.
19 points in the last 4 games, tied with Phil Foden. He's actually playing consistent minutes. He's had 17 touches in the opposition box in the last 4 weeks, which is the same number as Antoine Semenyo, for what it's worth. You know who's your midfield leader in shots in the last 4 games? You know, Travis. Your guy.
Soboslai.
Yeah. What the heck? Guy can't stop kicking.
Which is weird because he's been playing right back.
Great year.
He's been playing right back for part of it too.
He's been having a James Milner type year. Like he's
been playing like that. Yeah.
He's everywhere on the pitch.
Yeah, international. He lit it up.
He's everywhere on the pitch for Liverpool.
World Cup's lighting fires under the main guys.
Why?
That's true.
He's just not relevant fantasy wise yet. I mean, he's not even close to the.
I think he's going to be more likely to be relevant than Gravenberch.
Only 1 shot on target of those 12, for what that's worth.
Shooter's going to shoot, Brian.
Yeah, that is for sure. Eze and Kudus, your second most, tied for second among midfielders. Talked about that. 11 shots each. Eze, 1.13 XG in the last 4 games for Eze.
It's not good.
It's the highest of all the Arsenal midfielders.
Okay.
1.31 XG for the season, also the highest of all the Arsenal midfielders, and is third on the team, trailing only Calafiori and Gyökeres for Arsenal players.
Okay.
Kudus had 5 shots on target. This is another more Kudus propaganda. 5 shots on target in the last 4 games, tied for most of all midfielders with Semenyo. So Kudus, this is the thing for Kudus.
Kudus.
It's massively creative, and also for the season has been taking a ton of shots. So
you're saying I should have gone from Doku to Kudus, not Doku to Rice.
I feel like Doku and Kudus. I like Kudus better than Doku.
Well, I mean, I'm getting rid of Doku.
7 shots in the box for Kudus in the last 4 games, tied for second. Only Eze has more. That's the other Eze part of the piece. If you want to talk about the attackers from Arsenal midfielders, Eze's taken 10 shots in the box in the last 4 games, which is the most of all midfielders. So I don't know how that it changes if he's playing as an 8 compared to playing as a winger.
He'll be playing as a 10.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, they're depending on where they throw him in there. If he's going to play,
right, no,
as
I got
a
you.
deeper creative
we don't
role.
know. Like one year he could be starting, and then Eze's on the wing.
Right.
I feel like Eze will probably be playing in the Odegaard position in the 10, and it's going to be Martinelli or Trossard starting.
Third most highest
right.
shooter is Gakpo. 10 shots in the last 4 games. Also just 1 shot on target, which, where did that one go? In the net. In the Chelsea net. How were you mad about that?
No.
I thought you got rid of him going into last game.
He's been gone for a while.
Okay. I just didn't know if you were like, of course, I got rid of him, and then he scored.
No.
Chelsea.
Well, I mean, that is my luck. The facts.
I know you're not doing anything about this except selling, but Salah has had 4 big chances in the last 4 games, which is the number 1 of all midfielders. Is that enough to consider holding him if you still have him?
You're right. I did get rid of him.
He's too
the week
expensive.
before. I was
Still think he's too expensive.
Is that plus his history against Manchester United enough for you to want to possibly keep him? You're not going back to him if you've already sold him.
Yeah, keeping him for 1 more week, probably.
Okay.
But I would be moving stuff around so that you can get him gone.
For midfielders, the second most number of big chances to score is 3. And 3 guys have done that in the last 4 games. Enzo, Kudus,
wow,
and Jeremy Pino.
Who?
For Crystal Palace. The fresh Spanish winger.
Who's Pino?
We've talked
He's
about
quick.
We've talked about this guy.
We've not talked about Pino.
Jeremy.
We've definitely talked about him.
Oh, Jeremy. Oh, that's right. Jeremy. Okay.
Jeremy.
I don't think I don't think you're buying Pino over Sar.
No.
You're still
You just tried to do a Dave. Pino.
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 Isidore.
Jeremy.
I'm starting Isidore this
Jeremy.
weekend, by the
No,
way.
you're not.
Yes,
Sure
I
you
am.
are.
He's home to Wolves.
Yeah, you definitely have to start him.
I'm absolutely starting him.
Play the bump there. Forwards, Holland, the runaway player of the season, 46 points in the last 4 games. That's crazy. Woltemade, second highest scoring forward in the last 4 games.
Sure.
24 points.
And I think it's going to continue.
2.42 XG, which is third best for all
If I was wild carding, I would have Woltemade over Pedro.
But my favorite stat of all, how many shots on target?
1 probably. 3, and he has.
And how many goals?
3.
3.
It's Aubameyanging.
You know, Aubameyang's still playing.
Yeah,
he's playing good.
He's playing well.
He's playing for French
wild?
team.
Marseille,
yeah.
Yeah.
Super weird.
So Lacazette's still playing and playing well.
It's Arsenal's just they're a feeder club. They're a developmental team
For France.
for international for Ligue 1.
Absolutely.
Bowen,
Ask City about Monaco.
Jared Bowen.
and Pepe.
Santi Cazorla's still playing right now.
I can't wait for him to stop and just become like an Arsenal backroom staff, and then eventually be manager after Arteta leaves. That'd be amazing.
Jared Bowen, 22 points in the last 4 games. Your third highest scoring
Bowen,
forward.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about Bowen.
Yeah, you do. You think he's awesome, is what you think about Bowen.
You love Bowen.
Of course I do.
I don't hate
I like
Bowen.
Bowen too.
I like Bowen.
I have owned Bowen this season also, and
Who I-
punted on him already. as
Who
well.
I love is the 4th highest scoring forward in the last 4 game weeks, Benjamin Šeško.
Do you love him?
Yeah, of course. I got to get his shirt. I got to put my own name on
Would
my
you-
own
if
back.
you were wild carding right
Bryamin
now, would you own him?
Bryamin Sheshko.
Would you own him right now if you were wild carding? I think the answer is no. He would not make your three
There's
players.
no way.
You would be doing
No,
Holland, Pedro, and Bowen.
I just like that
No way.
I just like that he's playing well. Looks like he's playing confidently. He gets some starts and he scores back-to-back goals. Can't say that for Victor.
Would you rather
Gyökeres.
have Bowen or Voltamade?
I'd rather
Voltamade.
have
Go and for the next 4 match weeks, not for the season. Next 4 match weeks,
Yeah, it's good.
Bowen or Voltamade?
I would rather
These
have,
are relevant questions that people want to know right now.
First of all, I love
Voltamade.
the West Ham schedule. Brentford leads home against Newcastle, home Burnley.
Voltamade.
I like that.
Okay, but
I know that the Newcastle, we just said the Newcastle schedule is pretty nice. Yes, I would. I mean, that is one of
all
my.
right. So you would rather have Bowen over Voltamade?
One of my decisions. I knew this was going to happen, and I felt like no rush to get anybody in here. But I also knew I was going to lose a 10th on stupid Richarlison.
Okay.
So I ended up losing a 10th on stupid Richarlison.
You've
But
got
I
to
have
stop
enough
losing
money.
tenths.
I had enough money to go Richarlison to any of these guys, but that was one of my
Okay.
choices.
All right, but you would say you'd rather have Bowen over Voltamade for the next 4 match weeks.
I don't know.
Travis, Voltamade.
Voltamade.
Would you rather have Pedro or Bowen over the next 4 match weeks?
I just think Bowen's gonna
okay. So
Bowen's gonna do more.
okay. So Bowen.
He's more essential to what West Ham is doing
He's
than
the only thing they
Voltamade.
have.
Exactly. Anthony Gordon has played himself into some really nice overall form. I wish
Yeah,
it
but
had turned
he'll be
into.
playing
I wish
with
it had translated
Voltamade.
into right.
Voltamade scored on international break. His
So
first- his
Travis,
first
would you
Germany
rather
goal,
have
too.
Pedro or Voltamade?
Probably Voltamade, but I own Pedro. I think Pedro's schedule
Would
is
you rather
fine,
have Pedro
too.
or Bowen? If you could have a free transfer willy nilly, which guy would you rather own?
They're the
Probably
exact,
still Pedro.
They're the exact same price.
Probably still
Okay.
Pedro.
All right.
Pedro's schedule's better, I think too, though. The way that
I think it's a toss up. I think it's a coin flip for Pedro and Bowen. I think I would.
they're different positions too. So
I
it's
think
hard
I
to
would
say.
have Voltamade slightly above both of them. I think.
I would tend to agree. I don't want to take a hit.
But
to
I do
move
think
Pedro
I don't
to
think you can go wrong with either of them.
Brentford's
agree.
Thiago, 18 points in the last 4 games. That's your 5th highest scoring
Yeah.
forward. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I cannot believe we are at the Dominic Calvert-Lewin as an option, but
No,
Hey,
he's
there's-
not. He's not.
yes, there is content.
not.
Content needs to be created, and,
Oh,
and
Lord.
people have content that needs to get out there. In fairness, in the last 4 games, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 6 shots on target, 5 big chances, 3rd best among all forwards. Plus, he's
Nice.
created 6 chances for
It's
Leeds.
interesting.
Number 1 of all forwards for
Creative
creativity.
really?
No big chances.
Okay.
Very annoying that this is even a point of discussion.
Fair. Totally fair.
It's not insane. It's just that it's historically insane.
Right.
This is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, one of the most wasteful players anyone has ever seen. Gyökeres, Dave, this is where you need to weigh in. This is your
Oh,
last
boy.
Arsenal weigh-in. 12 shots in the box. Second only to Erling Haaland in both categories among forwards. 34 touches in the opposition box, which is number 1 of all forwards and second only to Jack Grealish overall in the last 4 game weeks. What is his problem?
He's going to start scoring in buckets.
Are you sure about that?
I think so.
No.
Maybe.
Travis says he
So-
will not score in buckets. Dave says Gyökeres will score in buckets. Write it down on the page.
We already
have you
did.
seen the clip where Odegaard, before he went out with his injury, had a
We-
chance to... Did we talk about that on a previous pod?
No.
Where Gyökeres is making a run on a fast break. Odegaard has a...
oh, yes. I've
the
seen
camera's
that. Yes.
behind. Odegaard has a complete path on the right to easily feed it.
He's
to
just
him.
got to drop it right in front of him.
Gyökeres takes off in the run and realizes Odegaard's not going to pass it there. Gyökeres then crosses over in front of the defender before he passes him to go now on the left side, continuing his run at the center defender, creating the same gap on the left side. Odegaard still refuses to pass it to him, both times having absolute lanes. The camera angle is looking down the pitch. And Odegaard dribbles up and then passes it to Martinelli in the wing, who shoots and misses. And it's like, what in the to be in that film session? I just wonder.
When Eze's there, it'll be a shot into the stands from way outside the box.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. The touches in the box are kind of shocking. I don't feel like he's had most of his touches. I think have been his back is still to the goal, and he has not turned. He's receiving the almost like hold up play in the box, and is either passing it off and doesn't have the option to turn. What he is doing for the rest of the Arsenal players is sucking up attention from either one or two center backs constantly.
Yeah.
And that is opening up other things. So people can look at it. Yes, from the fantasy standpoint, last 3 games, he has not given you a return. My guess is the next 3 out of 4. I know that's probably a bold statement. Probably should go 2 out of 4, but I'm going to say 3 out of 4. I think he's gonna give some form of a return.
We do have a bet, most goals before match week 19. You have Gyökeres, I have Ekitike, by the way. They're currently both at 3.
Okay. Well,
I will say that Ekitike also has 1 assist.
That's going to end in a tie, so 4 each.
Not according to him.
Ekitike needs...
The buckets are about to dump.
Buckets are about to dump.
The other number that to me was interesting for forwards, Mateta and Isidore, 11 shots each. Isidore, that's tied for 3rd most for forwards in the last 4 weeks. Mateta, 7 shots on target, 7 big chances, a 3.17 XG. 2nd on all categories, only to Erling Haaland. I would not be buying Mateta right now, because home Bournemouth at Arsenal in the next 2 weeks is not my favorite 2 matches for them. We already talked about how Bournemouth has been a top defensive team so far this season.
Yeah.
Game week 10, welcome aboard Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Okay.
That is part of the reason why I was a little hesitant to dump any of these guys, including Richarlison.
Joao Pedro or Mateta.
In 2 weeks, Mateta.
Okay.
Yeah, I would take
Owen or Mateta in 2 weeks.
Still Mateta.
Still Mateta.
Mateta would
Voltemade.
Mateta would go straight to. He would be the guy I would want second most.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would be the guy where I'm like I.
Wow.
It's because I don't know what this inherent trust is that I have in Oliver Glasner and the way Crystal Palace is playing.
Because he crushed it for you in the team manager,
Yeah,
the stupid team manager chip last
salty.
week.
True.
Yeah, I am
He's
salty, and you crushed
salty
it
that
with
he
Glasner.
didn't know how to use
Glasner's
the chip.
Freaking! Oh my gosh!
You couldn't be bothered to read the rules and how it worked, and you're blaming everybody else.
It was such a bad chip. It's not in the game anymore.
Thank you.
So
I loved
you.
it.
You're vindicated.
I do feel,
Everyone,
I do feel
all
justified
the
a
haters
little
are
bit.
vindicated on that one. I didn't.
It
like
was just
I didn't
such a
like it.
surprise.
I hit on
man.
it
Like,
every single time,
You two
and
crushed. It ruined,
I didn't care for it either.
I was literally in first place and went to like 10th after the series where everyone was playing the assistant
Points are points, man.
chips.
Points are points. Everybody had the same opportunity.
Annoying.
Have
All
you
right.
given much thought at all? You only used a wild card. You have not bench boosted.
I've not bench boosted.
And you have
I
not triple captained yet.
Oh, that's not true. I did. I bench boosted game week 1.
Oh,
That's
you
all.
have.
That
not,
is a lie.
You triple captained Holland on his huge return week.
I did.
Right.
Yes.
So your triple captain.
I played bench boost.
Your
week
triple
1.
captain was very effective.
Yes, I played bench boost week 1.
You bench boosted week 1?
I still like that play.
Not effective.
It wasn't
Yeah,
effective.
I would probably do it again.
I would probably do it again too.
And then I have a free hit left. So I have 1 chip left in the first half of the season here, which is going to be, I haven't really thought about that free hit much.
Too, but
The other thing, and look, let's get let's move down to night moves and captains here in a second.
We're losing him.
AFCON's coming up. That's like there's so many players that are not playing in AFCON. Just go to other players. Like how many guys do you have that are going to be playing in AFCON? I don't think I have one guy on my team currently, and I haven't planned it like this. Maybe Semenyo.
I think I have 2.
Right? Probably
too.
Semenyo. I don't know what nationality Isidore. I mean, I did it for you guys.
Okay.
Isidore. I don't know what nationality Isidore is, if only there was a way. But, with my current makeup, I just don't have many guys other than probably Semenyo, and I think he plays. He played for Nigeria. If there's only a way, Semenyo.
You can find that out.
Anyway, there's a lot of hubbub, and we're going to hear a lot about AFCON. We're about to get it's not right around the corner. In match week 17, we're going to get you're going to show
Isidore's
up.
French,
You're going to turn on your. You're going to open up the web page, and you're going to have
Semenyo,
5 free transfers.
Semenyo's Ghanaian.
Yeah. 5 free transfers you're going to have once AFCON starts, and it's going to be like another mini. I'm just going to use it like a mini wild card. I'm not going to have many AFCON players, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. I just think honestly that's ridiculous that FPL is giving 5 free transfers.
You
for
thought
AFCON.
It was so great.
I think it's great because it gives you a second wild card in the first half of the season. Anyways, there's that. All right. Travis, night moves, captains. What has been your transfer this week? What are your thoughts?
Doku to Rice.
Okay.
Captain Holland, because you have to.
Yeah, I agree. Brian.
I'm torn. I can either move.
How many transfers do you have available?
So I have 2 frees.
Okay.
Which is I've only used one last week to move Foden to Anthony Gordon.
Okay.
Which turned out to be
terrible.
A net loss because I think it was a 3 versus a 2. I think pretty sure Foden got to 3.
Okay.
So I mean, it was a whatever move. This time, my pain points are Richarlison and then the 2 Manchester United midfielders. Although I don't hate the Manchester United attack at Anfield here.
Cunha.
Do you?
Bumo? No.
Bumo and Bruno.
Bruno. Well, there's bound to be a penalty.
And that's what I'm saying. He can't miss all of them. He can miss 2 of them. But he can't miss all of them.
Okay.
So no, I was considering, like I said, Bruno to an Arsenal midfielder, which my instinct was to go to Saka. Just I have the money, Bruno to Saka, use the 1 transfer and just take the rest as it is.
Are you going to do it?
The other move would be Richarlison to either Bowen or Woltemade.
Okay.
And
you're not going to commit to any of them on the pod here?
No, because I
don't
don't want to use 2. I don't want to use both transfers.
Right. So you just got to, okay.
So it's going to be one of those.
And you're captaining who? Holland?
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
As soon as they said he wasn't playing in the second of the 2 Norway games, I mean, that was it.
Right. I have flirted with taking a hit, making 1 transfer, and now I'm back to doing nothing when I realized the guys I were probably going to be transferring were probably going to be we're probably going to be on the bench.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, screw it. If I'm not going to lose money on anyone, then why even make the transfer? So I'm going to bank the transfer. I'm not going to make a move. I'm going to roll out there with Cucurella, Van de Ven, Calafiori, Gehi, Saka, Semenyo, Eze, Isidore, Holland, and Pedro with Vicario in goal. So I'm just going to roll out there with and then let the chips fall where they may. Wait till AFCON happens and get rid of my second goalkeeper, Matt Sells, which I can't wait to.
Man, I can't believe you have that guy. You're so committed to Nottingham Forest. I love it.
No, it's just I can't wait to get rid of him.
A big Ange fan.
I'm just rolling Vicario out there every single time, which is fine. Spurs has been good.
What else are you gonna do?
Thomas Frank Spurs, man. What's not to like?
There's nothing not to
know.
like.
I know.
Kudus is an option there. It's a point explosion.
What's Villa going to do? Score?
Point explosion in Cincinnati tonight. It's now 27-24. Steelers just scored. Rodgers and Flacco both 3 touchdown passes.
Wow.
In this game. 11 minutes to go if you are listening to this right now.
This is
Tune
not
in.
an NFL podcast.
This isn't live.
This is a great...
This is not live. It'll definitely be on record. So
I don't care. Tune in right now.
Sure.
Go watch the replay.
All right.
But no, this is a great game.
All right. I love the
Thursday
love the
night,
live Thursday night NFL podcast.
Thursday night football games are
rare
crap.
Thursday night record for us, and it feels kind of fun and good at the same time. Gentlemen, we covered a lot. Brian, way to bring some hammers on the stats tonight. Well done.
I feel like everything this season has just been you're picking from
the top scores every week.
No, but you're picking from a lot of good options. Like we've said this, I feel like that is the story of the season so far. Is there are 15 midfielders that you would feel really good about putting into your midfield.
It's our job to try to figure out which are the best ones, and then roll with them. I mean, not only do we want to do it in our mini league, but I mean, it's that's what we do. We want to talk about it and give options, right?
I love options more than anything.
I know, and you hate options because it makes the decision harder if you have a bunch of good options.
You can't have infinite choices.
I mean, if you're looking at
you're paralyzed.
Yeah, fair enough.
What a way to end.
Love it. For the FPL America podcast, this is David Smith. Until next time.